Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Expert's Guide with Addiction X. Today we will be going over the Artificer fight. I know there are a few of us who seem to be struggling, and I just wanted to clear it up and bring you one of my guides that just really shows all the in-depth pieces to the fight. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by going over the room. This will all be important. I want you to take notice of the compass. Make sure you have it to Sim's navigational compass, which is east, south, northwest, as well as making sure you memorize the different sections of the room being 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. You can also use the circumference and the diameter of the room, diameter being 630 nautical miles, and the circumference being 1,333 combined nerds ropes. So just keep these numbers in the back of your minds throughout this fight. But without further ado, let's get into the first mechanic. So obviously, with the beginning of the fight, the first thing you need to notice is this no doubtedly is an Illuminati fight. They pretend to hide it, but it is obvious. There are 3 portals, one here, and they don't show you, but there is always an invisible portal underneath where the boss spawns. So a lot of groups make the mistake of putting the portals straight across the room, but that is incorrect. So what we're going to need to do is make sure that we create the Illuminati eye, or it will be a wipe almost every time. I think we saw that last night where we were trying to create the straight line and the Illuminati smited us, and we were unable to defeat the boss. So I think after we clean this up and get this back into the right formation, we will have no problem with Artificer. Continuing, the next major mechanic, which is very, very important, are the Lux beams. And what most people don't understand is that there is a very distinct calculation for Lux beams where there are only 3 to 4 acceptable places to stand, and where you'll see that is in blue, or in green, excuse me. So what you need to do is you need to find Lux beams that are crossing each other, and you need to stand exactly where they cross, because it's very obvious that soaking one beam increases your DPS by 11.1221K. Right? So you can multiply that by however many you can get hit. If you can find a triple, that is big news, right? That's really good. You want to make sure you stay away from the X's, though. This is the unsafe zone. Bad, right? You need to be in the middle. You need to be soaking as many of those as possible. If you need to figure, if you need to find a safe place or a good place to soak, Kurt, hunters, some healers, great to follow around and find soaking spots. People that are out on the outskirts, moving around, they're bad. You want to find people that are not paying attention and specifically standing in one place, and the Lux beams will be attracted to their low DPS because it needs to be buffed, right? So that's the point of this whole ability, is to help the shitties climb up the meters, right? So find those shitties, stand near them, and you should get Lux beams. Moving on is to the homeostasis traps, which we seem to have some problem with. I think there's just a misunderstanding of how to do the trap. So in Latin, homeo means similar. So what I'm going to need is people and classes that are similar. So you need 2 out of these 3. You need to be the same race, the same class, or have the same suck level. So if you have 2 of these checked off, you and your partner, so in this piece, I have 2 hunters, which immediately means that they can go in together, because it removes this completely, right? Hunters don't need to be the same race because they're the same class and they're automatically the same suck level. So they're always going to be partners. Healers are usually good together. Tanks are definitely good together because they have the same suck level, which is perfect. So when you have to go in at the exact same time into your homeostasis trap, and when you do, your powers will combine and you will become a mega human. So this is important. We need at least 6 mega humans by the end of the fight. Otherwise, there's just no chance we'll get it down. Okay, so the next big thing that I think we struggle with is the seeds. Sorry, my drawing of seeds is not fantastic. I know the rest of my art is fantastic. I struggle to draw seeds, but this is where you've been absolutely misled. I think Liebert and Kurt, I missed one night, and for somehow they just completely derailed my whole operation. But here, you're going to be needing to grab the seeds and bring them to the right. That's fake news. That is Krob plus Liebert. Fake news, right? Fake news. It's significantly more simple than that, right? So if we want to get this done, and this is why the beginning was important with the 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 pattern, is because there's the algorithm. It's actually called the secret pattern to successfully move the seeds from one side of the room to the other. And there's going to be some times where your computer just doesn't work and the seeds just don't appear, and there's really nothing we can do about it because, you know, computers, I guess. So let me show you what's going on here. So green, good; yellow, whatever, kind of good; red or pink, not good, right? So there is a secret pattern I'll show you up here, and that's 1, 1, 6, 2, 1, 6, 1, 3. So once you follow that, and I'll leave that there for a second so you can get it, it's 1, 1, 6, 2, 1, 6, 1, 3, right? Once you go through that pattern, you'll put your seed down, and we'll have no problems. The seeds actually will just completely go away after we do the secret code, which is why doing it this way instead of doing it the move them to the right strategy is better, because you only need to do the secret code one time and they'll be gone for the rest of the fight. All right, cool. Let's move on to the last piece. This is actually where we really struggle. This gets us. This happens at about 421%. The sword comes out, and what happens is the sword gets stabbed in the middle of the room, and it's called the Sword of 1,000 Suck Boys, mostly due to the fact that all of the Suck Boys get sucked into it. But what you'll see is we'll set the two portals up just on the outside, and sorry, this is a little graphic, but you can see all the dismembered people from the sword getting smashed around. There are 3 ways to dodge this mechanic. 3 ways. The first, number one, best one, turn yourself into a cat. If you have the ability to turn yourself into a cat, boom, check mark, you are safe, right? No problems there. The next one is create a Congo line where somebody throws a grappling hook onto the portal and then everybody grabs onto the rope, right? And getting pulled off. I'm really sorry if you're the last one on and your baby toe goes in, you're done skis, right? Right? So don't be that last guy. If you have to fight to be the second to last guy, do it. The next and this probably the second best option is build a magical trampoline, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go hit the magical trampoline, use your cape. If you have a wizard's hat, you have a significantly higher flying bonus, and you'll be able to clear the sword completely, right? So that will negate the mechanic. So I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page here and understands where, we might be messing up. But these are the most important mechanics. I can't stress it enough, set your compass to the Sims compass. Make sure you memorize the secret patterns and always be looking out for that Illuminati symbol. All right, boys, I'll see you, Raid.